so I need more storage. But what else is new? Anyways, hey, I'm back, and I decided that as the end of the year sort of thing, I want to do my reading wrap up of the year, and you can see a few books I finished this year right here. So, the first book. Also, I hope everyone's doing good. Like, your reading wrapped, tell me. But so the first book that I read, I have my trusty dusty. It's not dusty, my Goodreads. Yeah. So the first book I read to open up this year was because I read it on Kindle. I did read quite a few things on Kindle because I'm a Kindle warrior. Like me and Kindle, me and Kindle. That's all I'm gonna say. So I read Black Ties and White Lies by Kat Singleton. So this is the first book in the Black Tie Billionaire series, and obviously Billionaire Romance. Um, I rated this 4 stars at the time, and I think I'd move it down to 3.75 or 3.5 because I remember half the plot now, and I read it at the start of the year. So like it's not one that's literally grabbing my heart and soul, but it was a fun read. It was very entertaining, very fast paced. I don't think it was a long book at all. And it didn't take me that long to read, so I really did enjoy it. And yeah, it was a fun, fast paced read. So the next book that I read was, well, it was a reread. Because I was going to read the next book in the series, but didn't get time because of exams. So it was because I wanted to go back and reread the last book to read the next book, even though it's interconnected standalones. Anyways, I read The Right Move by Liz Tom Ford for the third time. And as you can see, since it's my third time reading it, one of my favourite books. So that was an obvious 5 star read for me. That is a sports romance about someone called Ryan Shea and Indy Ivers, I think, or maybe the rookie stuck in my head. But I really did enjoy this book, and I keep enjoying this book because they understand each other, and like being with someone or like even being able to talk to someone that understands you as a person is just so powerful and so like so seen. It's just so seen. Like being able to sit and talk, being able to be with someone that actually understands you as a person. I really did enjoy it. So I do have that book physically, but if I were to take it off my shelf, I would drop something, so I'm not going to. So next book that I read was Pretty Rings and Broken Things, by Kat Singleton, and this is the second book in the Black Tie Billionaire series. And this one I remember the least about, so I think it was my least favorite out of the 3 books that have been released so far, only because I didn't remember that much about it. After I read it, it sort of went over my head, so I rated it 3.25 stars because I did enjoy the cameos from the other characters and I did enjoy the plot, I think. So yeah. I think this one was arranged marriage, and I remember a few things that happened. It was very interesting, but I don't know, not my favourite. So out of the 3 books, it was my favourite. And then a book that took my heart and my soul. I started this. I also read it on the cruise as well. I got back from the cruise. I kid you not. The night that I got back from the cruise, I was reading this in bed. I had about, like 100, 200 pages left. Binged it all. Got onto keeping. Anyways, so I read Finding Betty by Chloe Walsh. And when I tell you, earth shattering, gut wrenchingly good. Like, it just, it's okay. So you know how some people say like teenagers go through things, and it's not always a Harry Potter story or always a Percy Jackson story. It's not always the things depicted in fantasy and stuff like this. This depicts like some of the extreme cases of what some teenagers go through, to the cases of even so Shan. This has a lot of trigger warnings: abuse, violence, health, and stuff like that. And like, there's a lot of trigger warnings, but it's just, it was such a good story. And it's not like she had comic relief characters for the sake of having comic relief characters, because I think Gibbsy was a powerful character anyways. Like, he was a ride or die for his friends. He wrote it the one. But if you want to give me, if you want a proper review for these books, once I finish the entire series, I'll happily do it, because I'm on Saving Six now. I'm halfway through, nearly done. But this book, amazing. The cliffhanger, gagging. But yeah, like, holy grail. So I read this one, got in a book slump, I won't lie. I didn't read for like over a month because I was so traumatized. I went over my favorite moments in this book. Like, I loved it. I really, really did. Um, and then obviously a 5-star read from what you've heard from me. And then I did read, I did then read Collide, by Bao. I can't say last name, I don't want to butcher it, I'm really sorry. But it was a really popular book. I'll put the image there or there or wherever. It was a really popular book. I gave it 3 stars, right? And the reason why I did this is because it's like, the first bit, I liked it. I liked the beginning. The middle, even. When you got to the middle end and the end, you lost me. I'll be honest, you lost me. I don't know what it was about it, but I just didn't enjoy it. So I did enjoy the beginning and parts of the middle, but I just didn't like the endish of the book. And that's okay, because I did enjoy most of the book. But yeah, it's not high school, college hockey, ice skating romance, I think. I can't remember. It was so long ago, I didn't pick up another book for months. And then I read Bright Lights and Summer Nights by Kat Singleton, which is the 3rd book in the Black Tie Billionaire series. And I think that was my favourite. I rated it 4.25. I just enjoyed it. I don't know. I just really did enjoy it at the time. And it was, let's, okay, so my review was a cute story, a fast read. I loved the main characters, and Preston's family was amazing. That was my review. So I I guess that's what I loved, but I really just think like the message of her trying to like figure out her life and like find a new career and everything, that was quite cool, and I was like resonated with the character a lot, but that's just me. Anyways, the next book I read, 5 stars. Of course, 5 stars. So Keeping 13, I really did like it. I won't lie, the last like 100 to 50 pages, 50 to 100 pages, I did skim, because I found my piece, right? I found my piece when Sean was talking to John about his Halloween. Sorry, this is such a big spoiler. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Spoiler. I'll tell you what to skip to. So, when Sean was talking to John about his Halloween costume, and he was like, I'm a barista, I'm a barista, I'm dressed up as my dad. And then Ollie had his little spiders. Oh my gosh. And then Johnny and Shannon had their piece. And I do not like Katie. I will die on that hill that I do not like Katie. I will be so honest. I do not like Katie, and especially what happened on that camping trip. No, I'm sorry, I can't. I love Gibbsy, and you mean to tell me he cannot swim? And you, God forbid, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I'm not sorry because I just don't like her. What do you mean? How dare the gall on that girl? I'm sorry, I don't forgive. I I need to be more forgiving, but that really pushed me over the edge. And apparently, Taming Seven's like her redemption, even though it's meant to be Claire and Gibbs's story. And I've got that book. It looks really, really short, 500 pages. Come on now. Anyways, bit dramatic. Um. So yeah, keeping 13. I think my review was something along the lines of I'm obsessed. Give me 15 of them right now. Okay, so this is my Roman Empire. I think about this series every day. And this is such a gut wrenching, heart throbbing story, and dual POV makes it hit harder. Yeah. So the next book I'm currently reading slash have read is Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. So I'm on page 243, so not halfway through. I lied. And this is a chapter titled Erectile Malfunction. So Johnny and Aoife's story, I like how Chloe structured the publishing of these books because I'm glad we didn't get not Johnny, Joey and Aoife's story, then Shannon and Johnny's. I like how it's like this, but you can tandem read them. That's a lot of effort, I'll be honest. But I really do enjoy this book. So this is the book I'm currently reading. I'm gonna end my year on. Probably a depressing note, but yeah. So those are the books I've read this year, and I just want to say thank you. I hope you enjoyed. If you want an in depth review once I've read them or while I'm reading them, then you can. You can. But if you enjoy this, like, comment, maybe tap the little subscribe. But thank you again for watching. If you've read these books, let me know if you haven't read these books. I hope I didn't spoil anything, but also I'm sorry I got very heated talking. I can't help myself, I'll be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna end it on this note, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, great week, great year. Happy New Year, everyone. And I'm gonna try to be more consistent because what else? Well, I've got a lot more to do, but what else do I have to do? Thanks for watching. Bye.